Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea, one that might just change how you think about success. It's called grit. We're going to uncover why your ability to just keep going is so much more important than any raw, natural talent you think you have or don't have.
Seriously, let that sink in for a second. What if all those times you felt like you just weren't gifted enough, you were actually focusing on the wrong thing entirely? What if the real secret to getting things done isn't some innate ability, but just the simple willingness to not quit?
You know this feeling, right? We all do. You get super excited about a new project, a new goal. You go all in for a week, maybe even a month, but then, when those amazing results don't just show up overnight, that little voice starts creeping in. It tells you that, maybe you just don't have what it takes. And so you stop, convinced you're missing some kind of talent gene.
Well, here's the great news. There is another way. And it's not some secret that's only for the super successful. It's a quality that literally anyone can build. It's something the psychologist Angela Duckworth has studied for years, and she gave it a name, grit.
So what exactly is grit? It's not about short, intense bursts of work. Not at all. It's about long-term stamina. Think of it as a powerful combination of two key things. First, having a deep, real passion for a long-term goal. And second, having the perseverance to stick with it, especially when things get hard.
Let's break that down a bit. Think of passion as your compass. It's your why. It's that deep-down purpose that points you in the right direction. But a compass alone won't get you there. You also need perseverance. That's the how. That's the engine, the day-to-day toughness that keeps you moving forward even when the journey is a total grind.
Now this quote right here from Duckworth's research, this is a total game changer. Effort counts twice. It's such a simple idea, but it's so profound, and it completely reframes how we should look at success. Let's see what she means.
Okay, so here's how the formula actually works. You take your natural talent, whatever it is, and you multiply it by the effort you put in. That's what develops your skill. That's round one for effort. But it doesn't end there. Then you take that skill you just built and you apply even more effort. And that's what leads to real, actual achievement. And the most important part is,
Effort is the force multiplier. Did you see it? It's the only variable in that whole equation that shows up twice. Talent might be your starting point, sure, but effort is what you do with it. It's the engine that turns potential into skill, and then turns that skill into real results. It is, without a doubt, the most important factor.
okay, so we know what grit is, we know why it's so important, but how do we actually get more of it? Let's take this idea out of the clouds and bring it down to what we can do every single day. It really boils down to three main steps. First, you've got to find your purpose, that why we were talking about, your North Star. Second, you have to practice deliberately. This isn't just mindlessly going through the motions. It's focused, intentional work. And third, you have to cultivate hope. And by that, I mean the real belief that you have the power to make your own future better.
And we can build that perseverance muscle with a few simple daily habits. Break down your huge purpose into small, tiny goals you can hit every day. Learn to love the process, not just fantasize about the outcome. And this one's huge. When you fail, because you will, see it as fuel, not a reason to get frustrated. And finally, build discipline, which is a system you can rely on instead of just waiting for motivation, which, as we all know, comes and goes.
This, right here, is the big mindset shift. Our culture loves to celebrate the overnight success, but real, lasting achievement, it's a marathon. It's the result of showing up consistently, day after day, especially on the days you don't feel like it.
Just look at it this way. Those small daily efforts might feel kind of insignificant at the time, but when you stack them up day after day, week after week, they compound into something absolutely massive. That is the incredible power of playing the long game. That's grit in action.
So in the end, talent isn't the finish line. It's not even close. It's just the starting block. The real race is won through grit, through that passion and that perseverance. Your marathon starts today. So the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?